Hello, everyone. Simon here. Just wanted to cut in for a second to let you know that there are a couple of technical problems that came up at the end of the episode, mainly with regards to things being loaded into Foundry. So, due to the hour and due to the fact that there have been a couple of them that episode, we decided to cut it short, but as part one of part two. Now, uh, part two is just as long. And I was originally going to combine them as two videos, but that makes it like 3 hours. And I think you'd probably rather watch smaller segments. So this is me saying that was part one of the episode, and part two will be beginning now. I'm also going to put this at the beginning of the other episode. So without further ado, The Lost Worlds.
Having fixed the de-imported content through Foundry, we have now been able to roll Tanner's panic condition, or roll his stress. So you have got your panic. You're at panic level 9. What that is it's your stress plus 3. There's a little formula for it. If you put your cursor over panic condition plus 3. And basically what that does is that sets you somewhere on the panic table. Here you wind up at level 9, which is drop item. So I don't think actually this is the worst one you could possibly get because, it's not like when we were playing Chariot of the Gods and the captain shot at the xenomorph only to roll a 1 on stress dice and drop their gun. You've just found a sand flayed body. So, okay, I want to.
No one is currently trying to kill you right now. You can just pick the thing up.
Yes, exactly. All right.
Yeah.
Where are we here? Okay, so you've been getting, a view of what's around you after the storm. Does anyone want to recall what they may have seen?
I remember that we were basically, at least for me, I was with everyone else and we were trying to grab the rescue the people from the overturned car.
Yes. Right.
Or not overturned car. It was the entire garage had collapsed and the car is somewhere underneath.
Yeah. Okay.
Did we solve the problem of the flood? I forget.
We left.
Just left.
The flood is still a thing. But you all got out of there because remember there were the snake thingies.
Yes.
That no one wanted to deal with,
Yes.
for probably very good reasons. So, where is my nice little moments occurring? I think it's right here. Okay. That's not exactly what I was looking for. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to go to the source outside of there.
Oh, did we need to clap again?
Yes.
No. It's actually recording very well.
Okay.
Nice and cleanly. It turns out running OBS and Foundry together do cause problems. in terms of that. But I'm not running OBS right now. We're just recording through our client here. So, okay.
No idea what that means, but I trust.
I mean, we're recording through our video conferencing software.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Okay, and so Tanner, right. Wayland was trying to figure out something with the vehicle bay. Is there a possible way to save everybody? And Tanner was kind of poking around Danny's bachelor pod.
Right, and
Opened the door and found him scoured by dust and skin flayed with. What else did we have? A severe head wound.
oh boy, yes, right.
All
So
right.
he was probably brained and then left for the sand. Is the impression?
Could that have been the killer's intent, or was it an accident and something fell on his head and left him out here?
And the door locked behind him. Yeah,
And the
from-
door locked behind him? Only the scenario will tell us as we play through the rest of it. Okay, so let's start with Tanner, since you did just panic and freak out and drop whatever you're carrying.
Right.
And you were with...
What's her name? I can't remember her name.
The woman who was having the
Violet
affair with
Parks.
Violet. Yeah.
Yeah, who's gonna, no, Danny! And she's all like breaking down,
Right.
covering her eyes, weeping openly.
Much like Tanner.
For different reasons and possibly in different ways. Yeah. Okay, so what do you do?
Well, like I said, Tanner's no empathy guy, but probably even he would realize that he should get her away from this scene. So let's escort Violet back inside.
Back inside. All right. And at that point, since most of the rest of the crew, like Amelia, Diego, Morgan, and Benny, are outside trying to, figure out what they can salvage or vehicle bay. You are actually alone with her right now. So, she's just shaking her head. I can't believe it. What? How did he? Why was he out there?
I think that somebody put him out there is what I think.
But who?
But- Well, I don't know. I'm leaning towards your husband, but
Morgan.
I don't know. I'm not gonna make accusations right now. I'm going to. You stay here. I'm going to deal with his remains.
So just to let you know about the panic condition that you're in.
Okay. Yeah. Act accordingly. Yeah.
Well, also just so you know how to resolve it. So if you panic again, the new effect will replace the old one. So that could be good or bad. But the way to stop it is in this case, dropping whatever you're carrying is more or less it. It's a sort of a one and done thing. But in other ones, you might freeze. You might try to seek cover or flee. And those last until someone makes a successful command roll to, rally you until you get broken, which is a whole other kettle of fish, or a full turn passes. So you're going to be okay in this situation. I'm pretty sure the system will tell us the same thing next time you roll stress. But for now, yeah, you can play as if it was just the holy shit, drop your coffee mug on the ground and move on. So Yeah, not quite as dire as some of these situations can be with, when you're carrying your only means of defense.
Tanner's going to look around for a tarp or a body bag or a big laundry bag or something that he can cover up the body with and get it inside so that it's not left outside for whatever's going to chew on it some more.
Or, yeah, just take bits off of it. Okay.
Playing with his lucky silver dollar the whole time. Gotta find something. Gotta find something. Gotta find something.
Well, it'd be easy since you're in his pod. You can at least find like blankets and stuff that you can wrap him up in and drag him back inside with, which will also cover up the fact that he's, Ugh. Can you make an observation roll, please?
Yeah, I can try.
I mean, yes, could you make the roll? Whether you succeed, yes, is a balls. You panicked again, because you still got that stress. You just gotta get rid of it. Okay, more panic.
Frozen.
Panic freeze. Okay, no, this works just fine. Well, it works fine. I mean, you didn't get a success, but I'm going to give you a success in this case because I think it fits with the freeze thing.
Okay.
As you're looking around inside and then go outside with the blankets and you're wrapping them up, you spot something just to the side there, a wrench, and one end, the larger head of it, is coated in blood, and you think you see bits of hair and stuff too. And then it's just I mean, it's, Tanner's been through some shit. Like, he's arguably seen worse, but the kind of close quarters intimacy of the situation might be, and with a bit of the trauma he's already gone through, might be pushing him a little bit more than he expected it would. So yeah, you see the wrench, but it causes you to freeze for a round.
It's a good thing nothing's chasing him.
Good thing nothing's chasing you, and the storm stopped, and a whole bunch of these things. Okay. Out on also outside, but over the vehicle bay. Wayland, who are you trying to rope into into helping you kind of dig through stuff?
As many people as possible, because we need everyone here to support everyone else. Otherwise, we're going to risk people dying that are stuck and trapped right now.
Okay. I would like a command roll out of you because they're sort of looking out for their own stuff.
Luckily, I think that's what I am really good at. So
Being an officer, I would hope so.
Right.
I'll toss that out there. So, command. 8 dice, 1 6. What is that?
2 sixes. 2
2
sixes.
6s.
You wanna push it?
I mean,
You don't need to.
I don't need to. Okay.
like you've gotten the success you need, and let's look at command and see what else they can get you in this situation. Well, it helps with giving orders in combat. And do you have pull rank? What's your talent?
Talent is field commander.
Oh, field commander. Okay. All right. Oh, good. You can also stop panic with it. Okay, so the extra die or the extra success isn't really necessary. So I wouldn't.
Okay.
I would advise against adding to your stress and pushing it in this circumstance.
Good. I'm glad. I was like, I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't.
Maybe this is a good idea. He suggested it. Why would he steer me the wrong way? Okay. So, you're able to get Morgan. Actually, yeah, you're able to get Morgan, Benny, Diego, and Amelia all to help come over here. It doesn't hurt that you point out that two of your own people are in the wreckage. Even if you really only want to find one of them.
If you find the other guy, just put him back.
just keep going. Pretend you didn't see anything. Hopefully he won't be awake. So that's able to kind of, I mean, you know, they haven't heard any of the screams yet, and you know they're willing to band together to help you out in this situation. So you start digging in.
Influence, dude.
What's that?
He's a stabilizing influence.
A stabilizing influence. Yeah. This place needs one. Okay. You start trying to dig through the vehicle bay. The vehicle bay is sort of like a smaller reinforced hangar kind of situation, you know, like it's not like full on complete corrugated dome sort of deal, but it's close to that. It's more reinforced because of these storms and things like that, but clearly not reinforced enough.
Yeah.
Maybe in a bit of disrepair after all the time it's been here. And it's really hard to sift through this. Because sifting just isn't really in the cards. It's a lot of like heavy metal to move. Eventually, and this is after, so this is going to take like quite some time, if you're okay with it.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I'm focused on, like, I'm willing to take the hit to get things done.
Good. I don't know, maybe after like a couple of hours of moving and shifting stuff, in part because some of it's just so heavy you can't go any faster. You do find finally the smashed 8x8, which looks like it's had the roof cave in on it. It's a pretty sturdy vehicle considering it's what it's used for, but the weight of the entire bay coming down on it has squashed it pretty nastily.
Guys,
You're not getting any response from in the rubble. Maybe maybe you can get it if you dig a little further. It's
I think I'm gonna like be trying to get somehow into it, like find some sort of hatch or way of getting into the canister. Like maybe the cabin's like collapsed a bit, but maybe there's just some way we can get like enough for like a person specifically of the driver's shape and height and not the other guy's shape and height out.
If it had
like the guy
smashed in, maybe all its windows popped out.
Yeah. No, I did, of course, just realize I'm saying this is taking you hours, and Tanner's thing is not taking him hours. So while you're working on that, and we'll come back.
Yeah.
But just for the sake of the timing, Tanner, after you compose yourself, what do? You got a wrench, and you got a body wrapped up in sheets and blankets.
Right. I think I should probably conceal the wrench from Violet and
Oh, okay.
put it in with the body, and try not to touch it too much in case we can fingerprint it or something. I guess we probably don't have that shit here, but okay.
It's maybe a little unlikely, but who knows?
Who knows? Yeah. So he'll poke his head back in and say, Violet, you may want to make yourself scarce for a couple minutes. I'm going to bring him inside.
She nods. I mean, it makes sense to not be there while you're doing that. And he says, I'm going to go tell everyone. They need to know
What are you going to tell them?
that he's dead. He was killed and left for the storm.
Yeah, well, as it turns out, I found a weapon outside.
Her eyes widen.
Yeah. He was attacked before he got locked out.
He has like a little crude sculpture sitting on an end table, which she picks up and spins on her heel, heading for the door. So your find might be delayed a bit, but spoiler alert, they're crushed in the car.
God.
Are you pursuing her, letting her go? I mean, making no judgments or anything like that. Just getting a feel.
I'm going to let her go because I want to put this body in a secure place where nobody's going to find it. Except me.
Okay.
Hitman 47 this into a body-sized laundry hamper that's nearby.
Yeah, I don't know if there's some kind of storage closet or what is nearby necessarily, but I want to put the body in a place that would not be obvious to look, so that nobody can go and try to dispose of it if they get back here before anyone else does, because Tanner is going to go follow Violet after he hides the body.
Okay. All right. Well, the basement is right out because it's flooding.
Right.
Feel like there
should
be. I mean, there's a medical bay. There are the storerooms. I'm looking for like a freezer, but that's probably down in the basement. Well, there's you can't really stuff them in a freezer. Not like
the med bay might have something, right?
The med bay might be your best bet. It's in the control block in the center, which thankfully is just where just the direction of Violet's going. You just got to go in it to get out. The control block. It's the center.
I see.
Central building, which then has the pod and the two houses as sort of.
I guess I'll just bring him to
jutting out.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. And you can. I mean, you could probably strap him to a table, even. At least it would delay anyone from getting him out quickly. And besides, you know where everyone is, right?
I guess, yeah, but they know this place better than we do, and they may be able to sneak around or move fast because they know what they're doing.
True.
Familiarity.
But you know your way up here, So this is
Alright.
maybe I'm gonna say sort of voice of God. This seems to be like the safest spot you can find for him.
Good enough. Good
So-
enough. And let's catch Violet before she uses that cheap statuary for her own purposes.
Yeah, well, that part is a little harder if you're going to get him up there first, because she's got a lead on you and you're lugging a body. So, Wayland and Company. While you know what, we won't worry about having spoiled anything. You find it sooner, and when you found it, you hear the "you fuckers," and look over to see presumably Violet in her protective suit. Now that everyone's out here, carrying some sort of club in her hand, just storming towards you. He's dead, and it's your fault.
Hey, this is. Well, I assumed this was gonna happen. We're currently trying to save people here. We don't have time for the moment. Frontier justice can happen in 5 minutes after we save whoever we can save right now.
Okay, that will be a. Yeah, commander manipulation, whichever one you prefer.
Totally command.
Okay, you're just barking orders.
And stress.
Stressed and panicked. Okay.
I am trying to make people not panic here.
But you do succeed, right? You got 3 successes. You also just, rolled panic. So you managed to keep your nerves in check, barely. So it's one of those, like, you see her coming in, you're like, oh God, like, not now. Like, we don't, basically, like you were saying, we don't need this at this moment. And, you feel that, like, knot in your stomach tighten as you bark orders at Violet, and she, still looking furious, stops, but looks up and points at Morgan. I know you did it. I know you did it. He looks back down at her. Did what? You killed him. You killed Danny. At which point Amelia and Diego look, having already probably accurately surmised what she's talking about, upon arrival, look back, look at each other, look at her, and start to, edge backwards away from the other 2 parks. Morgan, I didn't kill him. I didn't kill him. Okay. Why? This has been done for a long time. Why would I bother? Just glares back at him. Then Morgan again. This is ridiculous. Look, you can keep looking for your people here, but I want to get the communications equipment back up. My father's out there, and we need to get him back here.
God,
Let him know what happened.
Damn it, Morgan. What? There are. Didn't want to have to do this right now. Okay. Let's do this. Let's get this all figured out right now. Morgan, you were in the medical bay, right? In the med unit?
Yes.
We're freaking 5 feet away from Diego. Did you hear it? Or not from Diego. From what's her husband's name?
Amelia. Amelia?
What? What's her? Not her husband. The who's the
Marino?
the late party.
Oh, Danny Marino.
Danny. You're telling me you didn't hear anything of Danny
Dying? No, I didn't.
Okay. Is anyone else in that fucking section of of the area?
Make an observation roll.
Tell me now. Okay, observation.
Yeah, I think that'd be the best one for this.
Did it roll it twice?
No, just once.
Stress.
Okay. It seems to really be getting to Wayland, and he's just the stress and the. I mean, it's up to you whether he's angry or not, but just the overall tension of it is really getting to him, and he starts trembling as he's yelling.
I think he's gonna pull out his gun and point it at Morgan. Say,
Okay.
If no one heard anything, let's just end this right now. Morgan is the only person who could have killed him. Unless anyone else wants to speak up right now.
Right fucking now.
Tanner, are you doing when you were wrapping up? Was that just it? Just wrapping up in the blankets and moving them?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a dent in his head. The wrench has stuff on it, and the rest of him has been scoured down. So yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
I am not trying to be quiet right now. I don't know if my voice will carry.
Yeah. Well, Tanner will have gotten him up there and will start to be making his way out now for drama's sake. You might have needed a little bit longer, but whatever. Well, okay, you got 2 on your observation roll. One is you notice Morgan starting to move his hand very slowly and towards like his jumpsuit, zipper, I guess, up around his chest. And Benny is sort of shifting a little edgily. Not making any sort of hostile move. He's just kind of moving his weight between his feet.
And Benny's his son?
Yeah.
Pointing the gun towards Benny. Did you do something for your father, Benny? Did you step in thinking you were helping or something?
And then Morgan says, "Take your gun off, my boy." And he's got a pistol in his hand now, pointing at you.
God damn it. Is Tanner here yet?
Tanner's here right now.
Great.
I do have to say, though, I don't necessarily think you've got your smart gun on you at this moment, but that can be open to debate. It just seemed to be unlikely that you would walk out carrying it unless you really meant to be walking out carrying it.
I mean, we're still in a situation. I mean, those creatures are out there. I don't know though.
I'm trying to remember back. I remember that when things were getting tense back in the room
Oh yeah.
waiting, I remember he pulled his gun then.
Right. Well, it leveled his gun.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he could have left it like leaning up against the door of the pod, or like in a wall of the pod, before he went to check everything, and
Mm.
Violet decided not to pick that up and walk outside with it, which may have made a very different scenario here. You fucker! So yeah, you can come out with it, I guess. Then, yeah, if you want it.
Well, great.
I'm not committing you to anything.
Morgan, I'm feeling a little on edge right now. And I killed lots of guys for less than that.
You can't get me before I put him down.
But I can get you.
I want the truth. Someone just give me the freaking truth.
Truth?
Fine, I did it. Then he puts his hands up.
Benny puts his hands up.
I didn't mean to. We. Look, I don't like that he and my mom were together, and we started arguing, and I hit him and I ran
Where'd you hit him,
in the head.
Tanner?
That checks out. Found the wrench and everything. Sounds like
You ran out. So he left him in the hallway.
all I
No,
know.
we were talking in his pod. We were just sort of sealing up the outside.
Yeah. Well, you left him outside.
Yeah. Well, I
So
didn't think I hit him that hard.
well, it doesn't really matter how hard you hit him because the sand did the rest.
Oh, gosh.
You left him outside. You were fighting in his room, and you left him outside.
Locked him outside.
Locked him out. Fuck. Morgan, put your gun down.
He puts it. He lowers his hand.
Okay.
Drop it. I've had enough shit for one day, and my finger's getting itchy.
He puts it. He drops it. Well, he kneels and lowers it to the ground. He observes proper, as far as I know, that's proper firearm handling. Is you don't just let it go.
Well,
Put
you
it-
go
put it
full
on-
alien. I mean,
They do drop tests now. I mean,
True. By this point in time, are you sure the Weyland-Yutani and all the other corporations in this universe would bother with something as, slow and time-consuming as a drop test? They would just figure it out.
We dropping it off.
They would just figure it out when people dropped it in the field, and they would make any required changes that they had to.
it only discharges 31% of the time. Come on.
I need to find that video of some movie where they drop a submachine gun or an Uzi or whatever, and it just goes.
That's True Lies, isn't it? I think that's True Lies, right? She drops the Uzi down the stairs, and it just keeps firing, and it like kills all the
God.
horrendously racially stereotyped terrorists that are the villains in that movie.
Oh God.
The 90s, everybody.
The 90s.
Okay, so you've got a kind of ashamed Benny, two furious Merinos, and a now disarmed Morgan.
Right.
Okay. Do we have any way to just tie up Benny right now?
Sure, you can find something to tie him up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tie up Benny. Find the frickin' Tanner. I'll keep an eye on Benny. Everyone else, we need to get our crew or the radio at the very least out of this thing so we can get to our team. Right? That's the thing. I'm not sure right now. We just had to solve a murder.
Okay.
All right. Tanner will time up zip time or whatever they got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they got zip tie. They got something that'll work. Yeah. Where are you gonna put him?
Have that just up against the wall in here.
In the inside?
I was thinking outside, like while we're doing all this stuff, so that we can get everything done and not have to worry about Morgan or someone doing frontier justice without us being present.
Well, that's why I wanted to keep him inside. I mean, in the bay with us, right? So that
Yeah.
he would
He can be
have
in
eyes
the
on it,
He
sort
could
of.
be at the bay. Yeah. Okay. So, but point is where you can see him.
Right.
Okay. All right. So you continue to dig through the wreckage and gain a little closer and closer to the 8x8. I'll be honest, it's mostly you two doing the work. The Merinos don't seem all that enthused about this anymore. And neither do Morgan or Violet. Violet spends some time over with Benny. And any requests of her to help with sorting out the wreckage are, ignored. Morgan does bring up again the communications array and how we should probably fix that and then get power to the base as well. Not necessarily in that order. But if you're pretty focused on this part, then it seems it's not as you can just see him kind of start to like do this very half-heartedly. But you do get down to a spot where you can at least, shine a flashlight in to get a good scope on things. And it's not great. Take a stress. Both of you. It looks like
3.
Yeah. Welcome to Alien. It looks like when this thing collapsed on it, it caved in the roof of the vehicle. Now it is designed to roll, but you can't get everything reinforced quite as well as you'd hope. It seems when you're using corporate gear, and you can definitely see that the driver was kind of crushed up against the controls, and well, the guy who didn't want to come back is not going to. He's been bisected. And you've only found part of him.
Damn.
The downside is the dashboard has been smashed, including what looks like the radio.
Okay.
Typical.
Typical.
We only have their word for it that their comms actually work, by the way.
They did say that they knew you were coming. They just chose not to answer. So they can receive
They're
it.
lying.
We work in mysterious ways. We know all and see all.
We haven't gotten there yet. Don't get ahead of yourselves.
Okay.
I'm not liking this scenario, but anyway. Wow. This is not good. Yeah, we got to get power restored, but these poor guys. We sent them there.
We can't think of it like that. That was us giving them some way, like a better chance during the storm. We didn't realize what would happen. We can't dwell on it.
Can't fix it.
They don't have like dog tags or anything, right?
No.
Okay.
They might have like patches on their coveralls or jackets or whatever, like name patches.
Yeah, we can just like grab the name patches on the jacket and be like, best we can do right now. Till the when we get back to the ship, we'll say what happened. Fuck. Okay. Let's get back to the station, Tanner. We need to make sure that it's secured. Whatever creatures, what have you, are in there. You may need to deal with them while we're getting things set up.
Creatures. Deal with them. Okay.
The game mother just gave me more stress. I'm not sure I am in the mood to do this.
I'm only at 6, guys.
You have a gun. I don't have a gun.
Yeah, give the.
I mean, I have a gun. I don't have a smart gun.
Do you want to take a moment to like
smart gun?
to
What could go wrong?
lower some stress?
Yeah, let's lower some stress, but also can I like get the group together in a nice kumbaya session with command as well? Some crap.
Yeah. Well, okay. So you have your game session signature item. You can use it now if you want.
Yes.
So once per session, so you can both lower your stress by, grounding yourself with that item. So here are really the conditions. For every 5 to 10 minutes, you spend just resting in a safe area secured from enemies, as far as you know. You reduce your stress level by 1 point. This you can't make skill rolls during that, and if your rest is interrupted, it doesn't count. What I would be asking then in that situation is mainly whether or not you would feel secure. You as players would think your characters would feel secure anywhere here.
If I tied up all these motherfuckers, I might. That's a start.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I would feel secure in some places right now. I'm not sure how many.
Right. Yeah.
I I'd be fine if Violet kills Benny, but if suddenly everyone starts going on a "you killed Benny, I'm going to kill Violet," and then someone else is like, "You killed Violet, I'm gonna kill Morgan," I like. At that point, we should just kill everyone and
There was
then
no
go to
one here.
sleep.
No one on. We got no responses back. No one left in the colony.
Yep.
And the
The
storm
record,
destroyed it all.
the record shows that when we came here, no one answered.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I suppose that's a possibility, isn't it?
The heat
you have an option?
signatures we found were these weird snake creatures.
Ah, brilliant. Okay.
But we know why you're on the command track.
Creating the excuses. Okay. So that's a possibility to reduce your stress further. I mean, if you spend an hour doing that, then you drop like half an hour to an hour, you'll drop like 6 stress. So,
Well, Tanner could use it, but yeah, it is a question of can he make himself feel secure in this place?
I think we can be secure if we keep all the guns in a locked area for just a moment. Or like in our control for a moment.
Yeah, right. In my pockets, yeah.
Okay, well, you can take you took Morgan's pistol.
Yep.
So
anyone else have any other weapons? Drop them now. Command. Drop the weapons. We're gonna have a kumbaya session for an hour. Then you get them back. I promise. Except you, Morgan. And you know why.
I'm still going to reiterate that we need to get power and communications back on. We don't have an hour to just sit here.
God damn it. Okay.
Or rather,
go.
we don't have an hour to sit here with you.
Where are the communications tower?
It's in the control block.
God damn it. I need to look at the map now.
Hold on.
Did you send it in Discord? Maybe I can
it's in Discord, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look at it in Discord so you don't have to waste time.
Oh, sorry. No, the comms array is elsewhere with a broken aerial. Let's find that map.
It's the outdoor map, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn it. Can't be easy.
No, it cannot. Maps.
I'm your map.
I have a map here, I'm sure.
It definitely existed last session.
Yep. This is so strange. Okay, I'm going to go all the way from the top and down. There we are. And can you see it on Foundry?
Yes.
There you go.
Okay. So comms array
is up on the cliff.
Up on the cliff.
Yep.
Let's go to the comms array. Get it up and running. And if we can, we'll take time to relax there for a moment.
Is there any point in doing that before we get the power back up? Because
Well, you'll have to get the power back up first.
yeah, right. Okay.
Where's the powers in the control block?
That is actually.
We're right next to a solar farm. Can't we mix? Can't we like connect to directly?
What's your Comtech?
Oh god, my Comtech is probably not that great. My Comtech's 1, so I have a 5.
Okay, they tell you there are 2 spots, but it seems unlikely that one of that you'll be able to kind of reboot everything in the basement. So the control deck is where you'll be able to kind of figure things out. You'll need to get a battery of some sort if the power's been shorted, which they do have. So,
All right, let's get started.
okay. I need to look up how to do this one thing.
It's a big book.
Yeah, it's not small.
Like a coffee table book.
It's a pretty book, I gotta tell you. And the layout is nice, and everything's in like kind of like readout sections. Like it's almost like everything is its own sidebar, so it's really easy to like go, oh, conditions, exhausted, and these are all the information on exhausted, right? There's no like blocks of text to go through, which is fine, but it is nice to have it organized a little differently. Okay, I need to look at power rules, so I'm going to go digital on this one.
Digimon, digital monsters. That's how that works, right?
Yes, it is. It's also a great idea for a future session where you go into cyberspace and have to fight aliens. In fact, you place
xenomorphs in cyberspace.
Yeah, it's like the lawnmower man, but with xenomorphs. There. Oh, right, of course. Why don't I ever have things better organized on my desktop? Where is it? I just saw that PDF. Here we are. So you'll be able to find a battery, and you'll be able to plug it in. Tell me who's going where, what sort of demands are you making on the colonists? What's the deal in this situation?
Basically, anyone who has technical expertise in the getting the relay up and running and the power redirected will be doing that job. Everyone else's job is just to relax and read a book for an hour. Or follow orders from the people that know what they're doing.
Got it. Okay. All right. Well, you don't need everybody up here. Most of them are pretty in the know on how to do some of this stuff, even if it's not their specialty. They've lived here long enough that that they just kind of pick it all up. So you're able to get a battery and plug it in and boot it up, and you get a couple of let's do this power supply roll. All right. Need to make a roll. Oh, sorry, I rolled this. Why did I roll this Tanner? That's something I'm gonna have to fix.
Tanner stress.
No. I just rolled some regular dice. Okay. Yeah, you get it up and the power kicks in. So you find out a couple things. That solar farm isn't delivering power to the station anymore. But you can't tell why. Their supposition is that it's dust. The mini mills are still working, or at least a third of them are, but there is a short circuit at the northern field node, which is also stopping the power from reaching the base. And then there's a moment from Amelia, who looks at Diego, who looks over at you. Field pylon west of that node, it's collapsed, meaning we won't be able to activate the electrical field. Yeah.
We came in a drop ship, right?
Yeah. Well, you came in your ship.
In our ship. How
Yeah.
far away are we from there?
Well, they let you down. You drove out. And then they had to go back up because of the storm.
Oh, fuck. God.
Yeah. So we're stuck here.
Did we have a rendezvous set up?
Not explicitly.
Yeah.
What is there something like if they can't, is there like some course, like what is it, like regulation for if you lose in touch with someone, how long till they can they have to send in a rescue team?
Yeah, there'd be something like that. You wouldn't be quite there yet, but part of the problem is that storm did go up into the atmosphere, or the upper atmosphere.
Oh, so it's cutting us off even more so. God.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. They had to go high to get away from it, basically back into orbit.
Mm-hmm.
So you are, you have been plot fucked here. Pardon my language. Okay, so.
So what do we got to do to fix a pylon?
I'll have to go out and look at it.
Start
See what's
walking.
actually happened. Okay. Walking off to the pylon. Anyone else going to the pylon? Bring anyone to the pylon?
Who's going? So is it one of those things where as soon as the work is set up, we have work to do over here?
Yeah, yeah, probably.
Okay, so we should have a team.
Yes.
Who's like how do we split this up?
Which one of
'Cause
you
I
has
don't.
better comtech?
I have 5. I have 1 plus my wits of 4.
Okay. How about
Nice.
Tanner?
I've got 0 plus my wits of 3.
Any heavy
Okay.
machinery from either of you?
Nope.
1 plus my strength of 3, so 4.
Okay. From what it sounds like, the comms array is going to need more just kind of brute strength to get it into position, and
All
then
right.
some knowledge of how to fix that stuff. The pylons, though, do need to be realigned and then also reconnected with the field. So a mix of kind of mechanical slash like physical and then technical ability.
Well, put Tanner on the heavy lifting thing because he's got strength 5 at least.
Okay. What's the stamina?
He has stamina of 3 also, so he's got 8 dice. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, do you want to split up? Do you want to not split up? Do you want to?
I think. Don't you know? Don't ever split the party. Fighter in the front. Yeah.
I was going to say,
Let's,
these guys don't know that they're in an RPG, though.
Yeah.
no, I would split up, cover more ground.
Okay.
And for a legitimate reason,
Mm-hmm.
we need to. As soon as the thing is up, we have to maximize our time, in order to get in contact with the people who can get us out of here.
Okay.
That being said, I'm willing to. I want to make sure that Benny is separate from Morgan and Violet as much as possible.
Okay. Now, just as a note, when you did see her spending time with Benny, it didn't look like she was angry. More sad. And it seemed like she was trying to be more motherly. Whatever that might mean, but like parent-like.
Because Benny is
Okay.
her son, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Okay, so
Okay.
be able to like keep him at least.
You're not getting a sense that Violet is a threat to Benny, is what I'm.
Okay, so Violet and Benny can be. Who has the skill to get the comm relay up, other than me? Like any of the other people who've come with us?
Okay. Let me check all the skills. So Benny's pretty good with Comtech stuff, as he says. Diego, not so much. He's more in the medical area of things.
Mhm.
Amelia is decent with heavy machinery. Morgan, not bad with Comtech and okay with heavy machinery. Violet is more on the heavy machinery area. So Benny seems to be the kind of person you'll need with actually both of the field nodes and the pylon to do the reconnecting. of things.
Okay.
Or at least he'll be able to help best. So if Benny and Violet go there, you could send Diego or Morgan and Amelia to the comms array. And that might minimize your dangers.
Okay. I think that sounds like a good spread. I can be with Violet and Benny, and Tanner can be with the others.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Let's get that map again. All right. So, yeah. Okay, and the field node and the comms array are right next to each other. So, there's the pylon, the northern pylon, that's further away. There's another field node over near it too, but this specific one is causing the problem. So, yeah, it would be a field node near the pylon that's malfunctioning. So you'll be pretty close to both. And yeah, so Tanner's group gets over to the comms array. From here, you can see across the ravine, Wayland and his pair making their way over to the field node. And from this perspective, it's kind of shocking how much damage actually got caused to this area in the ravine. Beyond the vehicle bay, you can still see down there, all crushed up, and the tilted over water tank. It got just like smashed to bits and ripped and shredded. Very unpleasant. It's a good thing you're here because repairing this would be tough. Like to get through all of it in a reasonable time, especially if these storms are not uncommon. From up here, yeah, you can see where you landed. You can see the I mean, dry docked is a generous term for the ship, but the other ship that's just kind of like up on blocks, not far away, and that's about when it's time to make some rolls to get this stuff up again. Okay. So let's have, okay, field node and pylons. So Comtech roll and assisting.
So should I click contact?
Oh, I'm going to look at, I just want to get it. What does it mean when you're helping somebody out?
You add a die, right?
I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah. For each person helping you, you get a +1. So, Waylon can do it, or he can have Benny do it and help. Benny has a Comtech 3.
So Benny has Comtech 3 plus wits of what?
I'm not going to say, but
okay.
what's your wits?
4.
And
So
Comtech
yeah,
is 1.
he's probably, or my wits is 4, Comtech 1, so I guess he's
Okay.
probably better.
You're both pretty equal.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and roll, and then just take 2 bonus dice.
How do I do that when I roll?
I think you right click on it. Let's see.
Okay, right click and then
Yep.
base modifier 2.
Goes 2.
Okay.
Okay, well, 1 success is a success. No, sorry, 2 successes is a success.
So I need to
So-
push. Or
No,
no.
no.
Oh, okay.
You're good.
Okay.
You're So it's going to take a little bit of time there. How about on the other side? Tanner, do you have heavy machinery?
He does not have heavy machinery, but he does have 5 strength.
Okay. So Amelia is going to make the roll to kind of do the realigning of it, but can get help from you, Morgan, and Diego. So she'll roll. And it's good. So while they're doing that, you're getting this thing sort of back into position, ready to be realigned and then ready to be reconnected. Oh, I'm sorry, those comms are right. Okay. I apologize. That is the field pylon. This is a stamina roll to kind of push it back into place, and then heavy machinery to fix it. So she'll fix it.
I've got. All right. Stamina is 3. Strength is. So that sounds like 8 dice. And I also have the past the limit talent. So if I need to push it, I can. Although I'm going to take still more stress. So let's see.
Well, okay.
What the hell?
You would have had a bonus, right? You would
Yeah,
have had a bonus, right?
of 3.
I rolled 3 6s.
You did. And then a 1. I'm not saying you failed. But okay, well, yeah, on your own even. You're able to push it back into place. And then, I don't know, watching the people you're with and realizing that your colleague is on the other side of the ravine, and knowing that in this group, two of them may want to kill another one of them, and he might want to kill them as well. And then knowing that they know you know this.
He's getting a little squirrely.
Well, not just squirrely. He's gonna have to find a hidey hole, basically. This is not a safe spot for him right now. So you have options. Not many of them, but you can't scale the cliffs of the ravine. They're not safe to do that with at all. So you can run back and then run back into the ravine. You could just run away, like in a different direction, and try to find something you can hide behind. There's the ship over there, which they're not at. So, there's some choices.
All right, he'll dash off and in a panic and like go behind the ship and pull up next to it against it. It's all going south. It's just like that bad mission. It's all happening again.
All right. Okay.
We've turned it up to 11. I see.
Okay, so this is the old Bison ship. This is must be what they had working here at one point, maybe to get off world. and now it's well, has not been kept up very well. But yeah, you can hide behind it. Why not? Okay. So over at the pylon, we've got, where's the pylon? I just had it right here. Nope. It's weird. Okay. See field pylons. Field pylons. Field pylons. What the devil? I'm going to be cutting out a little bit of this here as I search for this info. Here we are. Oh, weird. Okay. Okay. So a heavy machinery roll to realign it and a contact roll to reconnect it. So heavy machinery is not Wayland's bag.
Not fully, but I can do it.
It's a strength roll.
I've got
Do you have
4.
4 strength or 4 total?
4 total.
Okay. Go ahead and make your roll with a bonus of 2.
Together like banana.
You didn't add your 2, did you?
I did,
Oh,
because it's 6 dice.
okay. Oh yeah, right, of course. And then your stress dice. All right. Okay. So as you shift this thing back into place and realign it, well, it gets to you again, and you drop whatever tools you have in your hands. I presume not a gun, because
Yeah, I'm not having a gun
in your hand
while
at this
doing
point.
this.
To which the your companions, this happens, okay? Like, we'll just get the power back on. Everything will be fine, right?
Yeah, it's just you. Why does it seem like everything just fell apart like tissue paper the moment we landed? And you guys have been here for what? All your lives, and this shit hasn't happened. It's just insane.
Well, who's to say this didn't happen before?
Ugh.
You mean, we told you about Jose, didn't we? Amelia's husband? No, sorry. Yes, husband? Brother. I'm sorry. Brother.
That's different.
There are differences. My father, Violet speaks, my father-in-law killed him 20 years ago. So this was inevitable, I suppose. That would happen. But Danny aside, you can't trust the Marinos here. They're going to, any promises they make with you, they're going to break them. They're not. They're in it for themselves, and that's it. Just be careful. Okay, and now a Comtech roll.
I can do the Comtech.
Hooray!
I got a +3, right? +2?
+2.
Hey. I have so much panic. I am being held together by 1-6.
1 success. Okay. So it reconnects and Violet and Benny both kind of give a, oh, okay. The field's back up, and they should begin the comms array on any minute. We have, my grandfather's still out there, so Dad will be making sure this thing's online. The Marinos won't stop either. They've got family with him. So good. We'll be able to get in touch with them. Hopefully the storm didn't cause them any real trouble.
Let's just regroup, put this all behind us, figure shit out.
So Tanner, what are you doing freaking out behind this ship?
If he's freaking out there anyway, can he take the opportunity to reduce some stress? I mean,
Yeah.
he's
Sure.
off behind,
Yeah.
himself. So
I
would like.
he's safe enough there. Yeah.
All right. What do I do?
I think you just drop it.
Just spend the time. All right.
Yeah, just go into your character sheet and
Use the minus key.
yeah.
How far down?
So it's a turn. You could do 2 before they come looking for you.
Okay. Done.
All right. Okay. So everyone, they get the comms ready up. So we should get back to the control deck. Are you coming? Isn't you can't fly that ship out of here.
Yeah, I know.
No,
I was reminded of bad times.
Well, it's good to. It's good that you're not going to try, otherwise you'd be having even more bad times. Don't know why those. What those scavengers were doing when they boarded it, but guess they found out they couldn't fly it either.
Scavengers?
Oh yeah, it was Diego. It was a year ago. Looked like, honestly, they looked like raiders. They didn't respond to our communications or anything, but they landed up there and left us alone. They just went on the ship and then came back and flew away.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you look at the ship afterwards to see what they did?
I mean, yeah, I think so. I mean, huh. No, there was nothing. They hadn't done anything. They wiped some logs. That was it. It was
They
really
wiped logs.
they wiped logs. It was strange.
That does sound like a strange thing to do.
It does. But I mean, look, you can see how many of us there are. We were just happy that they didn't decide they wanted to take anything.
I mean, if they were, scavengers or raiders, they would have taken something. Yeah, like you just said. But
Mm-hmm.
they didn't, according to you.
Yeah, they didn't.
That makes no sense.
Well, you can go and verify that.
No, I don't think I will. Not right now. I'll go see what the boss thinks about it.
All right, so everyone's back together in the control deck. Is Benny still tied up? I mean, tied up again?
Yeah, well, we'd probably have to tie him back up afterward. Be like, hey, you can't. Crime doesn't pay, you know.
We get it, but you just can't do that. We can't, hang around with you, letting you do that. Okay, all right. So the poke of the controls a bit. We're still having trouble reaching anything. Your ship's not responding. Neither is the. Neither is the cargo lifter, but hopefully they'll pick up soon. Don't know what happened to them out there, so yeah.
Now, Tanner says, why don't you tell them what you told me, the ship?
Do what? Tell
You got raiders or something, right? That was the thing.
they came. They went in the ship. They left. Wiped some logs.
Wait a minute. What? What logs?
I mean, I think navigation data.
That sounds very strange to me.
Sounds
That's
like
what we thought.
Sounds like a treasure trove, maybe. Something. I mean, at some level, like, how they know you were here? At the other point, it's like, why would they arrive here just for that? Unless they copied them and deleted them. It's an interesting premise. I could write a fiction novel about it, but we could. We're sort of stuck here at the moment, right?
For now, yeah.
Well, let's take a look at that. We might want to take a look at that just to verify that there isn't something hidden we need to investigate.
Maybe they didn't really wipe it out. Maybe we could find something still in the logs.
Maybe they didn't get the backup files.
Well, you're welcome to go look. It's just a piece of junk now.
One man's junk is another treasure trove. Possible.
Now, that was Diego who was telling us that?
Yeah.
Maybe we should take Diego with us.
Does Diego have the ability to help us recover the logs?
Don't know. He's not necessarily the
Computer Z type person.
yeah, that's really Benny who's better at that.
We might want to take Benny then. Benny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we have you tied up, Benny, but it's for our protection more than your protection.
Mhm.
Don't have to choose.
Okay. You guys keep the just from like watching them do this, they're not like faking trying to contact their ship, right?
No, it looks like they've really tried.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't think you need to worry about that yet.
Okay, so I think what we can do is we can take a look at the logs on the ship. How long of a trek is it from here? It's not too long, right?
No, I mean the longest part is getting out of the ravine and around to it, but yeah.
I think it's worth doing a quick trek out there just to see what's up. Maybe it's nothing, but just double check, cross our T's, dot our I's, what have you.
Okay. All right. All right. So, obviously getting to the ship is not the hardest thing in the world. You get there and you get on board. Okay. And it's a bit of a hole. It has been thoroughly. It's doomed for the scrap heap, unless like some whiz comes along to get this thing working again. But it does seem to have a tiny bit of power left in it, with which you're able to boot up the computer system and try to access the logs. And if you want to go to the briefcase in Foundry, the icon at the top that says items, and then go down to that yellow folder where you can barely read player handouts that I've made.
Yep.
Click on that and you have what you'll be able to find in this little search.
Okay. So it looks like the navigational data layer, the primary database was deleted, the secondary database was deleted. There was a factory reset, auxiliary and emergency beacon data deleted, and navigation data layer deleted completely. There's a system reboot, no navigational data found. Primary, secondary, auxiliary, emergency data not found. Ship drive systems are enabled. Flight navigation not advised. Flight operations without navigational data are not advised. Communication signal OG granddaughter Granddaughter, this is Uncle 5 reporting in. We found the outpost on Gorham Colony. No resistance. The people made a dash for their storms, sheltered the meal at the minute they realized we were spotted. Only one functional ship. The job is done. No problems. One less set of navigational data for those bastards to get their hands on. See you at the rendezvous. Uncle 5 out. Would this... I'll look at Tanner and be like, we got ourselves a ship. This is a working ship.
Seems like it. Why do they want us to think it's not? Now, wait. Found the outpost on Gorham Colony. No resistance.
This is
Gorham Colony.
This is Gorham Colony. This is whoever came here to delete the nav data was damn well making sure that whatever they're going up against isn't able to use our databases. Now, I don't know if this means that they're trying to keep people from getting back to, like, back to the core worlds or whatever, or trying to... Yeah?
It says granddaughter, Uncle 5. I mean, I guess that's just a call sign, but
Yeah.
didn't they say that? This is all very suspicious to me. I'm not sure what I'm reading here, and my guy's not that smart. But
Yeah.
it's
To me, it sounds like a conspiracy.
the people made a dash for their storm cellar the minute they realized we'd spotted them.
Yeah, that's sounds up to line with Benny's people, right, Benny?
Mm-hmm. One less set of navigation data for those bastards to get. Those bastards.
Could be anything, really. Those bastards could be pirates, could be raiders, could be an entirely new alien race that we have no idea of. Like, seriously, I'm thinking, like, I don't know, if I were worried about an alien invasion coming back to attack all humans or whatever, kill all humans, I'd want to make damn sure they didn't get our nav data.
Hmm.
I mean, that's just a theory, though. Conspiracy theory, but
See you at the rendezvous, Uncle 5. Hmm. So it sounds like they were going around looking for all the ships and erasing their navigational data so that someone else couldn't get that. So who is the someone else? Those bastards. Hmm.
I mean,
Okay.
That's the $1 million question. I mean, it's not like this is some government conspiracy data that people are trying to make sure you don't find, or corporate conspiracy data that they don't want you to find. This is like basic navigation 101 shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot going on in this sector. We have no freaking clue what's going on.
And then there's an alarm klaxon. It sounds very similar to what you heard before the dust storm arrived.
Okay,
I'm assuming you guys have walkie-talkies or short range radios.
How long till the storm's coming back down?
It's not a storm. It's locusts.
We have
A
got
storm, it's a swarm.
Oh shit!
we've got the ship up and running.
Well, do a contact check.
Oh, to make sure that I'm not talking
Well-
out my ass.
To get a sense of something here.
Can I get a +2 or something with Benny being here?
Oh, you brought him, right. Yeah, go ahead. Or he can just... Okay, you're fine. The problem is that the ship doesn't have enough power. You can see that it had barely enough to get the logs up. The
Okay.
terminals up so you could get this stuff and download it to your personal data assistance, but it's not going to last.
Okay, we need to batten down the hatches right the fuck now then, don't we?
Get back in here. The electrical field is active. That will help keep them away.
Really? Why?
It has in the past.
So yeah, where are we going? I don't want to be trapped in this ship. I want to be like in a building.
Yeah. Benny says, let's get back to the main compound.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
our safest bet. We're right there. No need to worry the electrical field. Now that we've got it going, it should zap all those bugs.
Should be in the operative word. Let's get moving.
Yeah.
As you run back down into the canyon, a flatbed sled with a crew cabin and crane sort of setup. It's a cargo lifter is what it is. Starts to land right in the center in front of the control deck. Control deck, the main tower. The rest of the gang runs out, and so it's kind of in between you and them. Benny was like, "Oh, Granddad's back. Good timing."
Granddad?
My grandpa, he and the Merino girl were out checking on some
Right.
some of the various things, the setups we got out there, and we were expecting them back soon, but then the dust storm came up.
How dangerous is it out there when the storm?
The dust storm, it can be bad, but depending on where, there are some spots that could have found shelter to get out of it. And the cockpit pod door opens up, and an older man steps out with a gun drawn. "I'm flying us out of the way of that damn swarm. But you're not all welcome. Parks only get aboard, or little Merino girl dies here and now." And we'll wrap there tonight.
Shoot him. No. Okay.
I mean, you can next session. So that being part of the second of our earlier one, we'll sign off properly on this. So if we want to go around and you can say who you're playing, say who you are if you want, and then if you've got any sort of evergreen plug, you are welcome to
Toss it.
To toss it out. So why don't we start with our beleaguered officer, Corbin.
Okay. Hi, I'm the Awkward GM Corbin. You can find me on YouTube at the Awkward GM Corbin. Typically, I put videos out about any type of tabletop RPG that's not Dungeons and Dragons related, so check it out. I have a lot of Chronicles of Darkness content if you're interested in that.
Awesome. And Matt, our panicking Marine who may have picked the worst possible career path post discharge.
Ready for a clean start, indeed. Well, he's not getting one on this trip. I'm Matt Matt Eager. I'm the motive force behind Old Bones Publishing, which is scenarios and game aids for the Mithras rule set. And I'm on the Mithras Discord most of the time, and I have a kiosk on drivethroughrpg.com. And you can also see me here until my guy bites the dust. Maybe one more session. I don't know.
Well, we'll see. You can always make another. There's room on that ship for more people.
We got to the ship. Man, we lost communication with everyone, and there are all these dead bodies. We'll never find out what happened.
Oh, wouldn't that be a shame? And I'm Simon. I am the operator of the Tabletop Almanac YouTube channel and WordPress blog. You can find me posting videos here on the YouTubes, and you can find me doing Twitch stuff over on Dork Tales and occasionally on XPath Publishing Twitch. I'd like to thank Free League Publishing again for their assistance with this, and hope you have enjoyed the penultimate episode of the first chapter in the Lost Worlds campaign for building better worlds for the Alien RPG. I got my nice hard copy of it in. Nice. It's a beautiful book. It's a beautiful book. They all are. And it's funny. This I'm gonna say it, but this is going to be utterly useless to anyone who ever watches it. Today happens to be a flash sale on DriveThruRPG for Alien and Alien products. I think it's just on DriveThruRPG. At least that's what it told me. But if you didn't see it today,
It's
April
gone.
26th, it's probably over. So you missed out. But still check it out and pick up the stuff for it because it's a really cool game. And getting to see just how serious stress is for all these characters and all the horrendous stuff that can happen to them. Thankfully, nothing too bad yet.
I'm almost at 10 panic. I don't know what happens when that happens.
Well, find a way to reduce your stress.
We don't have time to reduce stress. This is post capitalism.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the previous videos in the series. Next episode, the gripping conclusion. And we'll see you next time. Adios.